Hi everyone, I look forward to seeing you soon in Florida. As Jim mentioned, this is just a way that we've chosen to introduce ourselves in the classes that we've taught together, so it's really an introduction through pictures. When people ask where I'm from, it's always sort of a complicated answer because I'm really from all over the place. But most of my family's in Alabama, and that's where my parents currently are. But I was actually born in Florida, then we moved to Georgia, and then to Wisconsin, which is where I spent most of my formative years. Then I went to school in Ohio and then did ACE. And then we moved to Chicago after completing ACE, and now we're here in Indiana. But I chose this picture here with my grandfather because I'm really a Southern girl at heart, and I stay close to those roots. Here's a picture of me as a huge math nerd as a child. I continue to be a nerd today, but I also love sports. I was a high school and college athlete. Here's me pointing out the triple jump school record that I set and held for 1 year in high school. I attended Miami University for undergrad and dabbled with a few different majors, including I started out as an education major, but decided that was too specific, and that was the beginning of me ignoring my call to teaching. Then I ultimately went with psychology and nutrition, which has been a great background for teaching and motherhood. After college, I decided to do the ACE program, which was the best decision of my life. Here are my sweet parents on move-in day for my first ACE summer. ACE took me to Jackson, Mississippi to teach third grade, and here's my class, and that is truly where my love for exceptional learners began. And here are my roommates. We were the Jackson Five. Throughout ACE, part of the reason we survived is through running, and two of my roommates also love to run. So together we trained for the ACE marathons that were hosted each year to benefit one of the ACE schools. And somehow on my second marathon in Austin, I ended up qualifying for the Boston Marathon by 3 seconds and ran that in 2010, which was an awesome experience. After finishing ACE, I moved to Chicago and began to teach at St. Clement and started teaching kindergarten for a few years. And then I ended up enrolling back at Notre Dame to do the Teaching Exceptional Children program, where I earned certification for children with mild to moderate disabilities. My husband, Tim, I met in ACE, proposed here at the Grotto and drove us on our engagement night. Of course, he's wearing an ACE t-shirt. We got married in Wisconsin in 2011. So back at St. Clement, I ended up moving into the Director of Learning Services and Student Support role, which is really more of an administrative role. But I also continue to serve students K through 8 in small groups, individually, and pushing into the classroom. In this role, I also worked with Chicago Public Schools as an advocate for our students and families to get their IEPs, get their plans in place, so we could finally tap into our proportionate share of the IDEA funds that we should have access to get services for our students in our school. So here's a picture of our school, and I chose this one because it shows our playground, which is on the roof. That's where they are in the city schools. I have two sweet, wonderful children. James, who was born in Chicago in 2013, who's 2.5 now, and June, who was born on Thanksgiving Day last year. And I was lucky that she was able to join me on retreat last year since she was only a few weeks old, but this year they'll be home with Dad. And here's a picture of James kissing June, and I wish it was always that peaceful, but it isn't, and that's okay. Currently, I work part-time for the university in the program we're continuing to build, the Inclusive Catholic Education Program, hoping to launch in 2017. And I also teach with Jim, obviously, for this course. And then in the summer, I teach in the Teaching Fellows program, their Teaching Diverse Learners course. But I feel very blessed that I am able to continue to do this work because this is really where my passion lies, in including children with different learning differences in our Catholic schools. I also work part-time for Girls on the Run in the Michiana Council. Here, I'm the volunteer coordinator, and this is just another segment of joyful work for me because I really feel passionately about the core values of the Girls on the Run program. And that's Tim and the babies. They were the back of the pack crew for the 5K here last year, which was a joyful day of celebration. All right, thanks for listening. See you soon.